Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no talk, see, do the YouTube thing. It's been forever. In fact, I went on my channel yesterday to see just how long it had been since I've done a video, and it's been months. The last video I posted was back in April. Which in the YouTube world, even though that's just like a few months, in the YouTube world it's like years. Almost like decades. It's like forever. So I have to admit, it feels really, really good to be in front of the camera and making a video and knowing that we're kind of talking. Even though I'm like talking to myself right now, when you guys watch this, it'll feel like we're talking, which will be really nice. This is going to be more of like a chit-chat, catch-up, let's just kind of hang out and talk kind of video. And if you don't like those kinds of videos, it is completely a-okay. But for those of you who want to know where I've been and some pretty exciting changes that have been going on in my life and kind of the direction that I'm going to be taking my channel, because it will be, there's going to be some changes going on. So yeah, if you guys are interested to know what those changes and what those things are going to be, then just stay tuned and let's just kind of hang out and catch up. So this is going to be incredibly like informal. I don't have any idea or any like structure of how I want to talk about stuff. We're just gonna hang out. Before I get into kind of like my big news, let's kind of backtrack and talk about my initial like break from YouTube. And that was because, and if you look back at like the most recent videos of mine, particularly the ones from this year, they're very much geared more towards like weight loss and how to get healthy and my experience with products to help me lose weight and to build muscle definition and all that kind of stuff. And I was on this like weight loss journey, and it was awesome, and I was enjoying every minute of it. I was getting really great results. I felt good. I just felt happy. And it was exciting being able to share with you guys my journey. But my channel and my social media had kind of initially started as, you know, a beauty lifestyle type of account, I guess. So like the videos that I was making and the things that I was sharing with you guys was initially more about that, you know, beauty, lifestyle, a little bit about my life, and then slowly I kind of integrated my weight loss journey on there. Well, as time passed by, the weight loss part of it kind of overtook everything else, and it became just like a weight loss thing, which I kind of didn't really notice that it was happening until, you know, I reached a point where when people were reaching out to me or leaving me comments, it was pretty much just about that. I really didn't even realize that it was happening. It was just kind of overtaking everything else. And not only that, but finally when I was like, okay, let me start, you know, having more of a balance of this thing that I'm doing, but also things that I really love and that I'm passionate about and that I enjoy. You know, I was trying to get that balance back, especially more on like social media, especially like more on my Instagram, because I had shared, you know, my experience with certain products. My picture was still being kind of circulated around, and not that I didn't appreciate, I guess, being kind of put out there and people finding me that way. But you have to understand, and I think anybody who puts themselves out there like that, or even like this, you know, even if, you know, just showing your bare face, you have to be open to the fact that people will give you great, positive, awesome feedback, and then you're going to have your other handful of people who are going to just not be very nice and just be very negative and nasty and rip you apart. And I have pretty thick skin. I get mean comments. I mean, who doesn't? If you're out there, if you put yourself out there, you're going to get hateful, mean things said about you. It's going to happen. And I don't ever like I don't really ever let it get to me. But it just became this like redundant thing where I was, you know, I would get this great feedback, but then it also just kind of in your face, but you're still fat, you're still this, like you're photoshopping, but you still have stretch marks, you still have this, you're still ugly, like okay, yes, I get it, like you have an opinion like everybody else does. But it was constantly just in my face, and there was like no turning off, because once you put yourself out there, you know, once that picture's out there, it's gonna keep making its round. You know, I've had a lot of people find me through that whole experience, but it just became where it was just solely about that. I'd open my Instagram and it would be just like questions about how I lost weight, what am I doing, what am I eating, what's my exercise like, and then the other handful was just nasty comments. So it really just, it killed it for me. It just didn't make it fun anymore. And like I said, it was just a constant thing. There was no turning it off. There was no getting away from it. And again, I don't want you to have the idea that like I took a break because I couldn't handle the negativity. It just became this like redundant thing. You know what I mean? Like all the time. It was just like in my face. Every time I would open up my social media, that's what I would see. And it just got exhausting. I was just like, this isn't fun anymore. It just made it to where I kind of just wanted to break from it. Like I just wanted to just have a break from like the negativity and of like the body judging aspect of everything. You know, but during that month that I decided to take a break, it was like the month of May, which was like my birthday month, right before, actually, not even a month, it was just like a couple of weeks even. You know, during that time, I kind of decided to take a break from losing weight because my husband and I were kind of talking about changes that we were very open to welcoming with our family. And during that time we decided like, hey, let's try for another baby, and let's kind of just be open to the idea of our family growing. And so yeah, I took a break from really like losing weight and everything, and like this whole year I was like gung-ho because I knew I was gonna go to Hawaii, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get ripped, I gotta get toned, I gotta get my bikini bot on, like alright. And like a month before I was like like never mind, like I'm just not. I became really excited, we both became really excited about this, you know, this new idea and this new kind of journey that we were gonna start taking. And yeah, we went on vacation, and when we came back from vacation, within like a couple weeks maybe, it was right before I left to go to Hawaii, we found out they were expecting, which is my really exciting news. And if you follow me on social media, you would have known, you would have gotten like subtle hints throughout my trip in Hawaii that yeah, we are expecting, and we couldn't be more happy. I'm over the moon. I'm beside myself. You know, my family is just so excited. We're just so excited. So yeah, so once we found out we were expecting and I was going to be in Hawaii, my focus kind of switched, and I was like, you know, I'm not going to be so gung-ho anymore. I can't be, you know, about losing weight. I'm going to just now switch how my mind works and just focus more on just being healthy and enjoying myself, and not so much restricting myself on things because I'm trying to lose weight, and just kind of just have a switch in my mentality. And so when I went on vacation, I had this really exciting thing that was happening in my life, and YouTube honestly was just not in the forefront of any of that, which I feel like it's good for you to have like a break from social media every once in a while, because I was just like so involved with it. I was so on top of it, and I was sharing everything and anything, and it was like almost like a daily thing that I was like updating you guys, like how much weight was I losing. And then on the YouTube thing, even though I wasn't like incredibly like dedicated to where I was doing it, you know, like a few times a week, I was very much more involved with it. I still think that every once in a while you just need to put the phone down and just do away with technology for a little bit and just enjoy your family. And my family lives all the way in Hawaii, so it's not like I get to, you know, get in the car and drive up the street like I used to. I only get to see them once a year now, and I took that time to just focus all my attention on that. I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more thrilled. And if you would have told me back when I would have started like my weight loss journey, like, Christy, you know, 7 months from now, you're going to be, you know, on this whole other chapter where you're going to be having another baby, and your family's going to grow, and you're going to get to see and do all of these things. Like, I wouldn't have believed it. Like, I got to do and see so many things, and I just feel so high on life right now. I just feel so happy and so good, and I feel energized. And I think now that I've settled back kind of into a routine. You know, my kids are back in school and I have all this free time now. I feel like more gung-ho and more excited, I guess, to get back on the YouTube thing, because I do love it and I've been doing it for years now. Even though this is, you know, I don't have a whole lot of content on this channel. It's actually my second channel. I used to have another one and I had been doing that channel. I've been working on that channel for a couple of years before I started this one. So I've been doing YouTube for years and I love it, and every time I take a break from it, I always miss it. So I could never see myself not doing this. I love it. I do it more for just the thrill of filming and editing and interacting with you guys more than anything else. So I'm definitely so happy and so excited to be back. How many more times can I say excited before I just... I'm looking forward to, you know, moving forward and kind of just switching things up, which kind of brings me on to like my next topic. So now that we're expecting, I'm not going to divulge and get too much into my pregnancy. I could totally do that in a different video for anyone who's interested to know how that's going, and how we found out and how I told my family, all that kind of stuff. I could do a separate video on that if you guys are interested. But I am pretty much almost halfway through with my pregnancy. I hit 18 weeks today, actually today. Wednesday's today. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, I hit 18 weeks today and I feel great. I feel good. Yeah, now I'm preggers. Now you can kind of tell in some days that I do have a baby in there. Sometimes I just look like I had a lot of pasta to eat prior to you seeing me. Like, it just looks like I have a big food baby. But yeah, things are gonna definitely switch up. I'm obviously not losing weight anymore. So I definitely think that I'm going to bring a little bit more of that in it. So maybe like how I keep healthy while I'm pregnant, because I have gained some weight back, but it's in a healthy weight, I feel like. Yeah, so I'm gonna be switching things up a little bit. And I was gonna share something else that I'm really excited about, but I think I'm gonna wait until I take care of a couple things first, and then that way I have like things to actually share and show you. More to show you opposed to just me telling you. I hate when YouTubers do that. They're like, well, I'm so excited about this one thing and it's just so awesome and amazing, but you're gonna have to wait like 3 months until I can tell you. But it's so awesome and it's so exciting, and it's like, ooh, just tell me. You know, I know it's probably gonna be like that kind of thing, but yeah, I definitely have something in the works and I'm pretty, you guessed it, excited about it. What else? But yeah, now that I'm like in a routine now, like I said, my kids are back in school. Even like the time change took forever to adjust to, because I was still going through like my morning sickness and then dealing with like a 6-hour difference. That was awful. That took forever to kind of get balanced out and everything. So that's kind of back to normal, and I just feel so much better, and I feel like I have a lot more energy and just feel a lot more like myself than I was there for a while. I'm just so happy to be in front of the camera and just knowing that we're like hanging out and talking. I just feel like there's so much more useless stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. But I'm open to suggestions from you guys too. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing any more weight loss type of videos till further notice. So if you guys have any other ideas or suggestions of things that you guys want to see, I am always open to suggestions and to your feedback. It always means a lot to me. Where was I going with that? I feel like I'm starting to get the baby brain thing, and I used to not think it's a thing, but I really do think it's a thing, because this time around, more so than when I was pregnant with my 2 first boys, I feel like I'll be in mid-sentence and I'll look up and see like a dust bunny and then just completely lose my train of thought, and my mind will float into outer space, and then my husband's like, and I'll be like, what? It's awful. It's so bad. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to touch and cover on. If there's anything else that I forget to tell you that's like important, I will leave it below, like in the description or something. So I think I covered everything though. I really think I covered the basics. I filled you in on what's going on with my crazy life, and now I think we're all up to date, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am to start like regularly uploading videos, because you guys, I've missed YouTube so much. I really missed it. And to those of you who have stayed till the very end of the video, thank you so much for just hearing me talk your ear off. And again, thank you so much for your support, and to all of those who have just been so supportive throughout my little hiatus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It really means a lot to me. And again, like, I do this YouTube thing just for the friendships that I've made and just the fun of being able to like connect with people all over the world. Like that, you just can't beat that. That's just the coolest thing ever. So yeah, until next time, I will talk to you guys very, very soon.